A little bit of Moroccan oil to her hair prior to flat ironing it. Not too much, just very little, just about like that. Gonna emulsify that together and it's gonna apply that to her hair. Okay, because what we're doing today, we're basically just gonna trim the ends and do a flat iron. Okay, pause it. And we're gonna dry the hair just a little bit, straighten it out. The hair is already dry. We're just gonna straighten it out prior to flat ironing it to make sure that we get the smoothest as possible without too much tension from the flat iron. So just kind of go through the hair, straighten it out a little bit. If you see a root that you want to get, just kind of grab the root and pull it on out. You'll be able to get the edges. If I pull in the brush and hold it tightly and pull the hair back down. So after we smooth the hair, then I'm going to go ahead and trim the hair, and then we're going to go ahead and do the flat iron. Take the hair. Okay, now we're just going to, before I started, I asked her, did she want me to have layers? Did she want long layers or lane layers in her hair? And she basically wanted to keep it all one length. So I'm just going to basically stay on the outskirts of the hair, just doing a zero perimeter, taking about 1/4 of an inch off. I do her hair every 2 weeks or so there's no really need of going through and taking too much hair off. And note here, if you're trying to grow the hair out, don't pull it to the front to do the swing here, to do the frame the face, because it just takes away the length here on the side. So if you want to grow that back out, pull it out, but just nip the tips of it just to get it growing. And we're going to do that all the way around the whole head. Some areas may seem that you don't want to trim them because you think your hair is not going to grow, but the faster it grows is by the more you trim it. I recommend every 6 to 8 weeks. Just making sure you get the nice dead ends off of it, keep a nice healthy head of hair. And after we do the trim, we're going to go in and proceed with the flat ironing. Now we're going to do a basic flat ironing. She wants it straight, not curled. So I'm going to use my basic chi iron here. Okay. And I'm switching my all-purpose comb to a rat tail comb so I can make my parts a little easier. And the reason for the blow drying is to determine which way you really want the hair to go. So if you already know you want it to go to the left, don't blow dry it to the right. People wonder how much heat do you need? It's not the amount of heat, it's how you move the hair and how you slide it through. And I do a slight bend if I want to have a bump there. And you just proceed to do this over the whole head, just slightly. A little bit of pressure to the bottom, a little bump if they want, just to add a little bit of fullness. And continue going till the whole head is complete. A quick note, when you're flat ironing the hair, you're going to make sure you get the scalp by tilting the iron at a 45-degree angle and hit right into the scalp, but not touching the scalp, to softly come out. Now, I use like the motorcycle theme, like the faster I go, the tighter my curl will be. I don't want a tight curl, so I'm just going to basically bend my wrist just a little bit, right about here, to start to put body where I want the curl to be. Now, if I wanted that hair to be really tight curl there, I would actually take my hand and do a lot of tight curl right there, and it would give it a big, tight curl, so we don't want that. Okay, we're coming to the last completion of the part of the iron, and this is where you decide what side you want your hair to go on. We know this baby likes her hair to come majority to the right, so this is where we start doing our pivot, pushing more of the hair to the right. Again, just kind of tilt the iron at a 45-degree angle. Bring it down and start your soft bend here as you come. A little pressure, not too much pressure. Come on down and release. You don't want too much hair falling too much in the face, so at the crown, you take the top half and you can bring it to the back a little bit. The whole time I'm still bending my wrist just a little bit to make sure I put a bump in the hair. Unless you request bone straight, I'll just come straight down. But we want a little bump at the bottom. Once again, because I want to go ahead, the flat ironing is finished, and I want to go ahead and give the hair just a little bit of direction. I can use a wider end for the smaller end. The smaller end is closed to give it a little bit of tighter look, and then you have the wider end to have a little bit more body. So we're going to go ahead and pivot it on over the way she likes it. Let it do its own natural thing. Pull some back up out of the way here. And that's basically a nice straight wrap. Pull it out, blow dry flat out with the flat iron. With the 100% pure Moroccan oil, after the style is needed, you don't have to apply any more oil because we applied the Moroccan oil into the hair and the scalp while the hair was wet. So it shines through the hair itself, blends to the pores, and there we go. Cutie Pie alerts. What you think?
I like it.
All right.